Welcome to Hefftor edition. So in this video we're looking at Python again, and we're going to add a stack switcher or a tab layout, so to speak. Now the thing with stack switchers is you got a stack switcher and then you got a stack itself. Oops, my double click's playing up. So with the stack, it takes only one widget, so you have to think about what kind of layout container that you want to add to it. In this case we're going to add a vertical box layout, and then we can stack all our components or widgets vertically, and if we want we can add a horizontal box in there as well, which will stack horizontally for us. So let's take a look at where we're up to. So we've got the main container with a vertical box, and we've added the vertical box to the main window. And then we've added a horizontal box within that vertical box, and then we've added two combo boxes inside the horizontal box, and then we've added the horizontal box to the vertical box. So underneath the vertical box, we're going to stack the stack switcher inside the vertical box, which should stack that below our combo boxes. So let's get started. So first we're going to add let's have a look here. So we're going to add a stack switcher and then a stack. So we're going to need a horizontal box. So let's say hbox2 equals gtk dot box, and that's going to be orientation equals gtk dot orientation dot horizontal, and we're going to give that a spacing of only 6 pixels. So to make things easier, we're going to copy and paste our little comment, and we're going to call this tab layout. So while we're scrolling through our code, we can just read the comments. So section 1, tab layout. So here's all our tab stuff. Now I'm going to copy and paste this one, and we're going to replace that for horizontal box 2, and we want our tab layout to expand and fill. So we're going to say true and true to expand and fill, and I'm just going to bring that down to the bottom there. So now that we've done that, we've added a horizontal box, and we've added the horizontal box to the vertical box on the main window, and that's going to stack it below our combo boxes. Now for the stack. So let's copy and paste our comment again, and I'm just going to say initialize stack, so we know where we're at. And we're just going to say stack equals gtk dot stack, and our stack is going to be set the transition of our stack. So that'll be transition type equals gtk dot stack transition type dot, and we want that to slide from left to right. So that's basically going to come from the right side to the left, so I don't know why it's called left or right, but that's just the way it is. And then we're going to set our transition duration to half a second, which should be 500 milliseconds. Transition duration is 500 milliseconds. Now that we've created our stack, we want to add vertical boxes to the stack. So what we're going to do is basically take what we've already written here and we're going to stick them there. So that'll be vertical box 2 and 3. So now that we've done that, we can come up here and we can just say to this one to be tab 1. And that's just going to be straight up stack.addTitle. What is it now? Titled. And that's going to be VBox 2. And we want to name that tab. So this isn't the text on the tab. This will be the tab identifier. So if you ever have to call it from a button click or something, then this will be it. So we'll just say stack 1, and now for the button title, so we'll just call it tab 1, and because tab 2 is going to be the same, but it's just going to be tab 2, stack 2, VBox 3. Also in here we're just going to add a label, so I'll just say label 1 equals gdk dot label 1, and label 1 dot set text, and that'll be, this is tab 1. And then we come up here, where are we? Go there, we'll copy and paste this one right there, and that'll be VBox 2. That's going to cause an error. Self dot, there we go. Label 1. We'll expand label 1 so it's in the center, and we won't fill so it stays at the top. Alright, so we'll copy and paste them, put them down there. This is tab 2, label 2, vertical box 3, label 2, and that's been packed into there. Alright. So now we'll do this, and we'll say stack switcher, and we just want to go stack underscore switcher equals gdk dot stack switcher. Alright. Come back, copy that name because it's a bit of a nightmare to write out. So we want to set the orientation to gdk.orientation dot, and let's call it vertical. Then we want to say set the stack for the stack switcher will be stack as we've programmed above. So I need to put a self in front of that. And then now this part here, I was looking for a way to expand the tabs when they're put to the left. I was trying to find a way to expand them down the entire window as you resize the window, instead of just keeping them stacked neatly at the top. They'll expand the full height of the window so that they act like a panel on the side. So I did a lot of googling and I came across this set homogeneous true. Now I don't know what it means, but I know that some reason it worked. So homogeneous, so that's gene EOUS, and that's true. Now we want to pack, so what did I call it? That's right, it was just straight up HBox2. So we'll copy and paste them. So they were HBox2, and they weren't Windows specific. And these will be VBox 2 and 3. Now we don't want the stack switcher to expand, but we want it to fill. So, oops. And we want our stack to actually fill and expand. So, hang on. So we need to go stack switcher and stack. So let's try that out, shall we? So Python 3 main. Alright, we've got an error. Label 1. So let's have a look here. Label 1, label 1, label 1. Ah, there we go. So it should be just label. And just label. Set orientation is not defined. Alright. Help if I got the syntax correct. Main window has no objects. HBox2. Where are we? No self. There we go. So now we've got our tabs. So if I click tab 2, it slides across. Tab 1 slides back. So there's our tabs. Whoops, bring it back. Oh, I can't get it. Come on. There we go. So yeah, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So as you can see, the tabs stretch up and down with the window, but they don't actually expand the width of the box. So for some reason that's what that. Let's see if that makes a difference if I get rid of it. See what happens. Yeah, see, without that, see how the tabs stay at the top like that? Yeah. So that's what that little command does. Lets them stretch the window. So label 2 shouldn't be in the middle like that. So maybe if I go false and see what that does. That's for tab 2. Whoops. So tab 2 is at the bottom. Okay, so it's going to fill the width anyway without it. Okay, no worries. So we don't need to, so we can just add them to false and false for the labels. Yeah, so that's how you do tab layout. So make sure you keep your comments going so you know where you are. Because another way you could do it is you could move everything from the main window into a separate file called GUI.py. That's normally what I do to keep everything clean, so I know the UI is in one file and everything else is in the other file. But but you can get to that sooner or later. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully you learned something, and happy programming. See you in the next video.